Welcome back to Mind Pump TV. I'm your favorite host. I'm back, Sal DiStefano. Look, today I want to talk to you about something that's actually very, very important. I get a lot of questions on this topic all the time. I want to talk about testosterone. Now, testosterone is one of the main sex hormones in humans, especially in males. It's very, very important, although it plays an important role in women as well. I want to talk about how to optimize your testosterone levels. But before I do that, let's talk a little bit about testosterone. Now, the range of what our medical system considers to be healthy testosterone levels ranges between 270 to about 1,100 nanograms per deciliter. Now, that's a huge range. I mean, there's a big difference between 270 to 1,100. Now, the average is about 670. That's what we tend to find in men when they get tested. But some people would say that you probably want to be around 700 to 900 for optimal health and performance. And there are some studies that show that testosterone in the lower ranges, like near to the 270 number, is correlated with like higher risk of heart disease and stuff like that. So I think it's better to try to get your testosterone levels naturally higher, and studies tend to support this. Now, it's not just total testosterone that you want to look at. The thing you really want to look at is free testosterone. Free testosterone is the one that's bioavailable. Testosterone that's not free is bound up by something called sex hormone binding globulin. It's a fancy word meaning that testosterone is not really usable. So when you test your testosterone, make sure you also test your free testosterone, because you could be one of those people that has all the symptoms of low testosterone: low sex drive, low energy, low motivation, not building muscle, not recovering fast, general just malaise, not feeling good. Then you go get tested and your total testosterone is at 600 or 700 and you can't figure out why. Get your free testosterone tested. It might just be that your testosterone levels are being bound up and so not being able to be used. Here's another thing to consider: receptor density. So let me explain that. Testosterone has to attach to receptors in your body for your body to express the effects that testosterone give us. If your testosterone levels are high, but you have low receptor density, you're not going to feel a lot of those effects of high testosterone. And on the flip, if you have lower testosterone, but you have a lot of testosterone receptors, you might actually feel kind of normal. Now, is there a test for this? No. Why am I telling you then? Here's why. We know that as you get older, testosterone levels start to decline, but your receptor density, if you're healthy, starts to go up. So at the end of the day, you also want to go off of your symptoms. If you feel symptoms of low testosterone and your numbers show that you're kind of in the middle and you seem to be okay, that might just mean that it's low for you and you may need to optimize your testosterone levels. Here's some other interesting facts. Testosterone levels in men have been declining now for decades, and we aren't quite sure why, but most health professionals think it has to do with our lack of activity and our diets. Okay, let's talk about how to optimize your testosterone levels so that they're higher in the normal range. So higher normal testosterone levels. Number one, adequate sleep. Get good sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, studies will show that a man's testosterone levels start to decline rather rapidly. In fact, after one terrible night of sleep, testosterone levels tend to drop in men as well. Now, they do rebound very quickly when you get good sleep, so don't freak out. But focus on getting about 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted deep sleep. The second thing, your diet. You want to eat adequate fat and adequate carbohydrates and adequate protein. In other words, if your calories and your proteins, fats, and carbs are too low, testosterone levels seem to decline. So if you're one of those guys that's trying to get shredded and you're going on this extreme diet and you've cut out all your carbs and you're natural, you could be lowering your testosterone levels. Here's the other thing, and this is my favorite thing. It's the single most effective thing you can do to raise your testosterone levels. Lift weights, but you got to lift weights appropriately. So that means don't go to the gym and just beat the crap out of yourself. Go to the gym and lift weights in a way that's appropriate for your body. You should be seeing relatively consistent progress in the gym in terms of strength gains, endurance gains, and muscle gains. You can pretty much count on the fact that if your strength is going up consistently and you feel good, that your testosterone levels are probably within healthy ranges or maybe even going up and improving. And finally, be healthy in general. Poor health is often reflected in our hormones. So if you're a guy with low testosterone, and you're trying to figure out why, it could be that you're just not leading a very healthy lifestyle. So look at all the things that make up your health, everything from your stress levels, your friendships and relationships, the people around you, your sleep, your diet, and your activity, which I talked about earlier, which was lifting weights. Now, you may be wondering, how fast can I impact my testosterone levels? This depends on person to person, but you can expect, if you improve your health and do those things I talked about, you can expect an increase in your testosterone levels to happen within 30 to 90 days for most people. Some men take much longer, 6 months or a year. Now, the only way to know if your testosterone levels are changing besides how you feel, the only way to really know is to get your testosterone levels checked. Now, your doctor can get you a prescription for a test at a lab, or they'll draw your blood, or you can order an at-home testosterone test. We actually work with a company called Everlywell. They're very inexpensive. You can order these at home. You get the test. You fill it up with saliva in the morning, first thing, before you do anything, before you eat anything, and you'll get a very accurate reading of your free testosterone. I recommend clients of mine test their hormone levels, in particular the testosterone levels, every quarter. So every 3 months or so, let's test your testosterone and see how your workouts, diet, and sleep, and everything else is affecting your hormone levels. And it just gives us more information to work with. So I hope you found this valuable. If you think someone could benefit from the information in this video, make sure you share it. Also subscribe to our channel. We post videos like this all the time. Oh, and by the way, if you want to get one of those kits, go to everlywell.com, and we have a code. You get a discount. It's MINDPUMP, MINDPUMP, no space, get a discount.